probably have a favorite album. That desert island record you just can't imagine life without. The one tied to life-defining moments. That collection of songs that inspired you. The music that changed you. These are the stories of those albums. These are revolutions.
In 1978, Van Halen's self-titled debut album gave rock and roll an electrifying jolt of energy. The record's debauched, feel-good vibe was cultivated from years of playing Southern California backyard parties and rock clubs. The iconic opening track, Running with the Devil, is a brazen rock and roll seduction with slithering grooves and slippery riffs. Feel Your Love Tonight is a ferocious, flirtatious boogie, while Little Dreamer hews towards smoky, seething blues rock. Van Halen was the namesake of two Amsterdam-born brothers, drummer Alex Van Halen and his younger brother Eddie. Eddie Van Halen was a new breed of guitar hero, a virtuoso shredder who coaxed distorted tones from his instruments and relished experimentation. The solo instrumental Eruption showcased a two-handed technique known as tapping, which soon became Eddie Van Halen's signature move. On Atomic Punk, he ran his hand over the guitar strings and distorted the results using a pedal, making the riff sound like phase-shifted sandpaper. Despite these innovations, Van Halen didn't labor over their sound. The band recorded at Sunset Sound Recorders with Ted Templeman, who had also produced the Doobie Brothers and Montrose. Together they cut their debut in just 15 days. This urgency suited the group's loose cannon lead vocalist, David Lee Roth. Roth let his unrestrained range take force. He screamed a la Little Richard, but also wailed like a blues singer, dripping sleazy charm and innuendo. The hot-rodding 50s rock and roll homage, Ice Cream Man, finds Roth as a flirtatious Lothario. But on the thrashing On Fire, Roth channels Ozzy Osbourne's furious snarls, adding in Punk's righteous vivacity. Despite Roth's wild child veneer, Van Halen's music had deep reverence for rock and roll history. The steamrolling I'm the One breaks into a doo-wop-inspired vocal interlude, and Jamie's Cryin' is a pop tune from a bygone era with a sizzling rumble rhythm. The band's cascading multi-part harmonies, dominated by the booming voice of bassist Michael Anthony, nodded to Roth's love of Motown. Van Halen spent most of 1978 touring as openers for classic rock heavyweights Journey and Black Sabbath. Their hard work touring paid off. A revved-up cover of The Kinks' You Really Got Me, which the band nailed in 2 takes, became their first top 40 single. Van Halen's debut record was platinum by the end of '78 and went on to sell more than 10 million copies. 40 years later, Van Halen is considered one of the greatest debut records of all time, a vibrant rock and roll masterpiece that reinvigorated heavy music.